Hello, Sheila Graber here. You're looking at a movie I made a while back of how different bodies move. To do this, you would need a basic knowledge of a simple walk cycle, and that is exactly what we're going to look at in this little demo. This walk cycle that you're looking at was drawn on a light box. However, for instant convenience, I'm going to use something that's on our DVD. It's a very simple walk cycle showing the basic 8 frames, and we're going to do it using a flickbook. The beauty of this is that it's not only on the DVD, it's free online now. So if you go to our website, click on Animate with our free flickbook, up it comes, and scroll around and download. I'm on a Mac, so I'm downloading the Mac version. You can use PC or Mac, it'll work equally well. So just to prove that it does work, here it comes. So let's get started first with the contact position, I suppose, because both feet are in contact with the ground. That's one. The other key position in walking is the passing position, where you are up a bit higher, one leg is straight and the other leg is passing, and that is the other drawing in this case. So let's run it. Yeah, starting along, all right. Not very wonderful, but it's definitely walking. So let's just make this a little bit more interesting. So let's start again with the new flickbook. So here we go, starting with the first position, which of course you know is the contact position, number 1. Now I'm going to add a frame, a blank frame, and call that number 2, funnily enough, and then add another frame, which is number 3. Now you know that number 3 is the passing position, which is the very tall, up figure, straight leg and a little leg in passing position. Let's go back now to frame number 2, which was blank, and what we want is an in-between drawing from number 1 to number 3. Number 2 ducks down a little bit because the legs have to bend down ready to spring up into number 3 position. So number 2, there we go, nice little bent leg ready to move, and we have a walk. A little bit better, bit of a hiccup there, but there it is. He's armless at the moment, so let's stick some on. The first position, they are wide open. Second, a little bit nearer the body. And 3 is easy because they're straight down. That's great. So let's run that. Yeah, that looks fine. However, a little bit thin. Let's add a bit of weight, like myself. They say you animate like yourself, so let's just thicken this character up a bit. Now, I will, in a later program, give a much more detailed explanation of how this flickbook works. It's fairly obvious, but it's always nice to have somebody telling you exactly, the benefits and what you can do with it. There's a lot of things you can't do with it, and one of the things is draw an in-between easily, because you can see the drawing before, but you can't see the drawing after that you've drawn. That makes it a bit tricky. I'm adding 5, 6, 7, 8 frames altogether because this is an 8-frame cycle. Now number 5 is the exact reverse of number 1. Remember the contact position. So number 5, contact position, but in reverse. Number 4 is the in-between of number. Now it's getting complicated, so what I'm going to do is just look at a nice simple diagram. Number 1 is our contact position. Number 3, our passing position. Now number 2 is the in-between of 1 and 3, and number 4 is the in-between of 5 and 3. Can you see how 4 swings forward to number 5, which is the exact reverse of number 1? And hey, look, number 7 is the exact reverse of number 3. It's way up. And number 2 is ducking down, the reverse of number 6. And number 8 is the reverse of number 4. So once you've got those actual 4 key drawings, you can just reverse them and you've got your cycle. Now, a little thing about feet. You see the foot in number 1 is in position 1. The foot in number 3 is in the middle. So your foot is sliding back all the time in a walk cycle. Now I know this is getting a bit tricky, but it's easy when you do it. So here we go. Your walk cycle can be the one we've just done, which is fine, it works okay. You can have a little play with that yourself. Or of course, if you have fancier equipment, like this is Toon Boom, which I use quite a lot, now you can do a much more complex one, but the principle is exactly the same. Whatever sort of walk cycle you do, the basics of it is the one that I've just shown you. Have a try yourself in your own way, in your own software. Here I'm using a program called Painter, but whatever software you use, just have fun and keep walking.